Hey guys, what is up? This is Grow Every Day. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're all having a great day. This is my 8x rx580 rig. It has 6 Sapphire Special Edition Nitro cards and 2 Red Devils. So the 6 Sapphire cards I actually bought new back in 2018. These are some of my very first dedicated mining cards. Now that I'm looking back, I wish I bought 100 of these things because some people did. I got my hand on 6 of them for this rig. I went over another rig before. I think I got another 5 in there. But this particular rig has 6 of them. Those Red Devils, I got 3 of them. I bought those used for $300 a piece. Canadian, these are all Canadian prices. So I got 2 Red Devils, $600 total. And those sapphires cost me about $450 to $480 Canadian each back in 2018. So I'd say that they've been paid off a good long time ago. Unfortunately, these aren't the most efficient cards, so when prices drop, these are going to be the first to be turned off, sadly. But they're beautiful cards, they work well, they're doing good right now. These cards have all been BIOS modded as well. This rig is also running a little bit overkill on the power supply. I've got a 2400 watt server supply going into a Rebtech board. This is currently running Hive OS on a thumb drive, and funny enough that the thumb drive on this failed last night. So I had to take that out, throw that in the trash, tried reflashing Hive on it, same thing, just wouldn't boot, give me all kinds of errors. Threw Hive onto a new thumb drive, no problem after that. So Hive killed it. Used to be running on SMOS, and I was having some issues connecting to the Ethernet on this thing. Swapped it over to Hive. Issues all went away. So, sorry SMOS. Here's another rig that was lost to Hive because Hive just seems to be doing a better job. One thing I like about SMOS is it's really easy to check logs on there. But now that I'm kind of figuring out how to do that on Hive, it really just seems to be the better choice. But we'll see. I've still got a lot of rigs on SMOS. So back to this rig. We've got our 2400 watt server power supply. These particular cards have one 8-pin and one 6-pin power, but you don't even need to hook up that 6-pin. Card doesn't care if you don't plug that in, and it doesn't need it. So to save on some cables, I'm just running the single 8-pin. No issues there. Here's the rig in Hive. You can see what each card is doing here. Those Sapphire cards are doing 32.6, 32.7 megahash on Ethereum. And those Red Devils, Power Color Red Devils, doing 31.7, 31.7. I don't think that this wattage can be believed. This is software wattage. I'm pretty sure that these cards pull a little higher than that. Each of these cards say that they're pulling about 100 watts, but I don't know if I believe that. I think it's pulling closer to 120, 130 per card. I haven't run these on a wattage meter to see what they're actually using, but I'm pretty sure that 2400 watts is a little bit overkill for this system. Even if this thing's using 1000 watts, that's a lot of headroom. The only reason why I'm using that big power supply is because, well, I had it sitting there, and I wasn't using it, might as well use it. I have some 1400 watt ones, which would probably work a little better on here, but when I plugged those in, they screamed like the devil. Those things were so loud. So I swapped it out. This rig used to be in my house. It's in the garage right now, so it's not so bad with the noise. So if I do need to pull this 2400 watt power supply for something else, I can do that, and I can throw a 1400 watt on here if needed. But for now, that's what it's running. Here are the core clocks for each of these cards. You can see that they're all different. This one's like 19, they end in 27, 23, 24, 11, 10, 12, 23. The reason for that is that each of these cards have a sticker on them. So if a particular, with a number on it, so one will be number 9, 7, 3, 4, 1, 0, 2, maybe one's 13. I got to check it out. But each of them have a sticker on it with a number, and if one goes down, as this was my very, very first dedicated cards, I was having a lot of issues troubleshooting. I was still a rookie doing that stuff. So if a particular card was going down and having issues, I had BIOS modded these so that you don't even need to set this core stuff in here. But I've since optimized it a bit using Hive. But prior to using Hive, it's all in the BIOS. And each of these had a different core clock on it, so that if one particular card went down, say this card went down, I could just compare this to the sticker on the card, and I would know which card it was. and then I could, check the risers on it, whatever I had to do. Core voltage for all of them, 870, except for this one card has some issues, so I bumped it up. Same thing, memory clocks are all pretty good. These are the Red Devils. They can't run as hard as the Sapphire cards. This one Sapphire card is a little bit lower. Some of the Sapphire cards don't run as good, so they're a little bit lower. That's about where it's running. Fan, whatever, that's where it's at. Red Devils run a little hotter than the Sapphire cards. I got AMD tweak reference 30 for the Sapphires, and then I've got the reference 20 for those Red Devils. This thing runs rock solid. It's been up for this thing never goes down. It's beautiful. These rx580 cards, I absolutely love them. They were my original cards. These were my original mining cards, and they've been mining like non-stop for years with minimal downtime. Minimal downtime. The only reason there's downtime is because I lose the power or something like that happens. Or in the case like the other day, this thing went down. That was because of the flash drive failing on me. Here we are with the pool data. You can see here, average 250 mega hash, reported 259. So for averaging 250 at the pool, divided by 8 cards, 31.25 as reported by the pool. So that's what it's actually getting. That's pretty good. These cards are wonderful. It's just too bad they aren't as efficient as they used to be. Guess I'll have to replace all of these with some 6600 XTs one of these days. But for now, I'm still rocking some RX580s. AMD cards are the best. Let me tell you, if they weren't as expensive as they are, these cards are just rock solid. They don't have any issues. NVIDIA cards can be finicky. AMD's absolutely rock solid. If I could run a farm with thousands of AMD cards, I would be all over that. These cards are just beautiful. So that's that rig. This is my AMD RX580 by 8 rig. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be going over my other rigs. If you check out my video, I kind of go over my entire farm, show you all my rigs. This is one for now. Slowly I'll be going over some other ones. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.